Welcome to the American Power Hour. I'm your host, Nick Metcalf, and I'm joined here today with my co host. Oh, there she is. There she is. Good old Mackenzie. You want a french fry? You want a french fry? Oh man, that's a big one. You gonna be able to eat all this? You gonna catch it? Oh my lord. Oh my lord, Mackenzie. What a goofball. What a goofball. Today is Monday, January 26th. We survived. We survived the snow ice storm thus far. I got a Coke Zero here, which strangely tastes like regular Coke. I'm gonna get into it. What's up, Zeke Weave? Happy Monday. Glad to see you here today. This Wendy's right here is about 8-9 minutes away. It's about 8-9 minutes away from my place. I ordered Uber Eats. What's up, Lost Key? How you doing today? Do we get any snow? A little bit. I think we got about a half inch of snow, um, and ice as well. And there were kids playing in the snow in the neighborhood. You know, pulling each other along on the sleds. Man, people were going crazy here. Ravioli said 13 inches here. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. I have a family up in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and they're getting hammered with snow as well. Yeah, not here though. Luckily, here in North Carolina, not too bad. Just a little bit of ice, a little bit of ice. Lost Key said doing good. How was Jacksonville? It was nice. You know, kind of stayed along the outskirts of Jacksonville. I'll definitely be going back. That was just kind of my first little. I like to dip a toe in. You know, I like to dip a toe into a city, and then I get a bunch of comments from people saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't have gone here. You should have gone there." So then the next time I go back, I just dive right into the deep end. You know, I know exactly where to go. I have all the recommendations, and I like trying some off the wall type stuff too. That's why I did that ube bakery, the Hawaiian Filipino bakery, an ube spot. I never have been to a Hawaiian Filipino bakery before. I wanted to try it out. It probably wasn't going to be recommended to me, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it anyways. And then we'll get all the recommendations for next time. But anyways, yeah, this right here is Wendy's. I got Wendy's today, and it's like 8-9 minutes away from my place. I had to take a quick shower. I'm also dealing with an injury here. I'll show you guys in a second. So I ordered Uber Eats, and dude, it took like an hour for the food to get here. Lost Key said, "Nice acting in the movie." Thank you, man. Thank you, Lost Key. Yeah, that movie was so much fun. We did a live show. I think it was a couple of weeks ago when it first came out on YouTube, and yeah, talked a lot about the in depth behind the scenes type of stuff. So yeah, it honestly, like I said, getting this food today, it was a travesty. The guy was sitting in the wrong Wendy's parking lot for probably 15 minutes. It on the Uber app it says picking up your food now, and the guy's sitting in a Wendy's parking lot that isn't the Wendy's where my food is at. And I'm like, oh, maybe he just went to the wrong location. He'll figure it out real quick. Lickety split. He was there for 15 minutes, dude, waiting for this food that was at a different location. So the guy goes and picks it up finally and, brings it towards my house and then goes to the McDonald's, goes to a McDonald's. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing at the McDonald's? The guy drove past my house and went to McDonald's with my food. He took my food to a McDonald's. He took my Wendy's to a McDonald's, and he was at the McDonald's for a little bit, probably getting either lunch or somebody else's order. I'm like, dude, you drove past my house. You couldn't have just throw it at my door. I don't even need this. I don't even need a hello. What the hell is this? Oh, all right. What the hell just happened? Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me now? Let me just see. Good? Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on one quick second. Hey, babe. Can you text my dad, please, and just tell him I'll call him back in about 45 or so? Thank you. Unless it's important, obviously, then I'll call him. Thank you. So, yeah, my dad called, and Megan's home today. So Megan's home. Yeah, obviously, if it was something important, I'm gonna have to end the stream. But he was probably just calling to say what's up, and I'll give him a call after the stream. Lost Key said, "Give the dog a dang fry." Let's do it. Let's do it. The Kenzie cam. There she is. All right, let's get a fry here. Mackenzie, you want a French fry? Ooh, good catch. Good catch, kiddo. Oh, man. All right, so yeah, it was a real pain. A real pain trying to get this all situated, but we got it here. We have the new chicken tenders. These are the new chicken tenders from Wendy's. They're looking crunchy. They're looking bready. Shout out to Zeke Weave, man, with the... What's up, Sean? Shout out to Zeke Weave for the little emote there. Rating on the fry, Mackenzie. They want a rating on the fry. What do you rate it? Let's go to the Kenzie cam. You guys can't see her. Oh, yep, she said 7.9. They're a little cold, she said, but still pretty tasty. Let's open up these sauces here. I got a couple sauces. This is hot. Not hot. This is new. This one's hot. This one's scorching hot, apparently. This one's new as well. I think scorching hot's also new. So a couple new sauces here. We'll give them a shot, try them out. Pop open the Wendy signature first. I used to do more fast food reviews, and then I stopped doing them for quite a long time. And I was just doing, the mom and pop stuff, which is all I do on my main channel. I think I've done maybe like 1 or 2 fast food joints in the past year. So I'll give you guys a little close-up of the new chicken tender. New chicken tender from Wendy's. Streaky Bay said, "I'm in Australia." Is that Australia? On night shift, you're making me hungry. Oof. I'm sorry. You might have to get some food, though, if you're hungry. All right, listen. It's a little cold, but I can tell. Look at that close-up. You see all the crevasses in there? You see all the caves and caverns that the crunchiness is providing? What's that called? The texture of the earth. I'm looking for a word right now. Topography. Look at the topography. Oh, the topography of this chicken tender. That's classic, dude. I think that's the right word. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this chicken tender has incredible ethics and morals, standing up for what it believes in. Let's try it out in the sauce here. Wendy's signature sauce. The first ingredient is soybean oil. So this is a soybean oil sauce. We'll see what it tastes like. A little tomatoey. What do we got here? Distilled vinegar. I'm glad it's distilled. Just like water, right? What is that, smart water? Distilled smart water. Sugar, tomato paste. There you go, tomato paste. It tastes like it. It tastes like a little tomatoey, a little vinegary, and you're getting some black pepper action up in there too. One more bite of this, and then we'll try out the scorching hot. Pretty tasty little sauce there. Let's pop open this scorching hot. Yeah, crazy news happened over the weekend. That guy got unfortunately shot by ICE. Definitely very sad to see. A tragedy, if you will. Nope, there's sauce on the ground now. Sauce on the ground. Damn. All right, y'all, let's try out this scorching hot, and then we'll get into what happened to my thumb. I don't think you guys can even see it right now. I sliced open my thumb, dude. It was bad. The blood squirting everywhere. I was the only one home. I was like losing blood, dude. This is heavy on the buffalo flavor. Let's check out the ingredients. Hot sauce peppers. Oh, they're aged. That's good. Yeah, you want to make sure your peppers are aged. And then there's some buttermilk in here. A little creamy. That's where the creaminess is coming from. A lot of buffalo sauces have buttermilk in them to give it that creaminess. And there's definitely peppers in here. This has some heat. This is good. Can you guys you see Mackenzie there? You want a French fry? You gotta go. Can you go sit down? Can you go on Mackenzie's blanket? Go lay down, buddy. Oh yeah, that's a good girl. Good catch. Good catch, dude. Wow, that was impressive. What's up, boxing CMC boy? How you doing today? Happy Monday, everybody. We made it through the ice storm. We also have spicy nugs here too. Spicy nugs are classic. You know what? Let me take a bite real quick because I'm pretty sure the chicken tenders are way better than these. Yeah, these are like cardboard compared to those chicken tenders. Not bad. Just kind of salty and artificial tasting, if you will. Hey, shout out to Ardent Spring 2. Shout out to you, man. New subscriber. Oh, subscribe for 2 months. Thank you. Lost Key said, come to Pensacola, Florida, or the Gulf Shores of Alabama. I'm gonna have to soon, man. There's a lot of great places that I would love to go to. Let me get a sip of this. I thought this was supposed to be Coke Zero. It might be regular Coke, dude. It tastes really, really sweet. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Oh, my dad texted me. He said, do you have power? And I hear Megan talking out there. So yeah, I'm assuming he just wanted to see if we had power, which we do. We do, in fact, have power. I wouldn't have been able to do this show today if we didn't have power. Boxing CMC boy said the snow has Memphis shut down right now. Pensacola. Oh, Pensacola. Shout out to you, Lofsky. Thank you. I need all the help I can get when it comes to pronunciations. Dude, I'm like Candace Owens out here attempting to try to pronounce big words. Pensacola, Florida. Is that on the west coast or east coast of Florida? Let me pull up what do we have on the menu today as far as news goes. So obviously, I'm assuming most people have seen the shooting of the ICE agents with the guy, Alex. I think he was a nurse of some sort. Here's my 2 cents on all of it. I think there's something bigger at play here, if I'm being honest. You know, because you think about like, what is the issue? What's the problem that's happening, right? You have governments at the state level telling people in their states that we must fight back. We must fight back against they'll use some like good words like against the tyranny, against the fascism, against the Nazis, you know, and they'll use these buzzwords. So what that is doing is it's really getting people riled up, right? So you have one side where people are getting really riled up, and then you have the other side where supposedly they're supposed to be deporting illegals. It doesn't seem like they're doing a great job of that because it seems like their main priority is to create division. And then like the deporting illegals thing is like kind of like a secondary, yeah, we're kind of doing that, but we're mainly creating division. If their main goal was to actually deport illegals, they would have a clear, concise playbook. Okay, they would have uniforms. They would have uniforms. Okay, if their actual goal of if the actual goal of ICE was to efficiently deport illegals, they would do so. It's not like they don't have a budget. Dude, these guys don't even have uniforms. Like if you watch the video of the recent shooting that happened in Minneapolis with the nurse, the biggest thing is like, oh, the guy in the gray coat comes and takes the gun off the guy. The agent, they say that the ICE agent took the gun off the guy. And it's like, ICE agent? That guy's wearing a gray jacket and a pair of blue jeans from Walmart. What do we talk? ICE agent? Do these people not have any budget for a uniform? It's the most basic thing in the world. How do you know that there's a police officer that's on duty? They have a uniform, dude. For these people to not even have uniforms, they're just wearing random clothes, dude. Okay? So if their goal was to efficiently deport illegals, they would at the very least have some sort of uniform. They don't have a physical uniform. They don't have uniform when it comes to their operations. It's a shit show. It's a literal shit show. So you got to ask yourself, okay, if their goal is this, and all they're really mainly doing is creating division, and then the other side is only creating division, it seems like the purpose is to create division at the end of the day. What's up, Christy? How you doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're talking about the recent ICE shooting. And, there's that, right? There's that. And then there's let's zoom out. Let's zoom out, right? Creating division on one side, creating division on the other side. What's the solution? Let's get to the solution, right? There's only a few options as far as solutions go in this type of situation. You either send in the National Guard and everybody, and you take care of the protesters, and you go full force 100%, or you pull everything out. Because right now they're half in, half out. It's a half-assed operation on purpose. This is on purpose. Again, it's very clear that it's purposefully a half-assed operation. Oh, almost just spilled my sauce. So what's the solution? And I have this crazy thought, and it's probably not the reason, but do you remember all the drones that were flying around? I lived in Connecticut, and I have actual photos on my phone here. I should have preloaded it up just so I could pull it up, but I have photos. People know that it was a real thing. It's not like a crazy conspiracy to be like, do you remember the drones that were flying around New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut? Anyone can look that up and you'll see it. So these drones, dude, do you remember what our government said about these drones? The government was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the drones, dude. That's what the government says. What were they? Did we ever find out what the drones were? A genuine question. Do we know what the drones were? Our government apparently knows. Our government apparently knows what the drones were, but they won't tell us what the drones were, but they'll tell us that we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, the government was probably controlling the drones. Christy said, they're fine, but don't shoot them, please. So listen, the government has these drones, right? And you think about Palantir and the technology behind Palantir. And you think about the way in which Palantir was recently used over in Gaza. Palantir has facial recognition technology. Facial recognition technology that they can put into drones. So what is a potential solution to this quote unquote ICE versus the division? What's the solution that we can provide to people? Imagine if they said, "Hey, listen, we're going to pull all ICE agents out of Minnesota." The protesters would be happy, right? Lost Key said, "I'm a drone pilot for a living." That's pretty cool. So listen, imagine if the government comes out and says, "Hey, we're pulling all the ICE agents out of Minnesota. We're shutting down all ICE operations." But we have facial recognition drones that will allow us to monitor these cities from above and in a fine-tuned manner, using facial recognition, pick out the illegal immigrants with our drones, and then they go in with a very exact, precise operation, one by one, so that there's not ICE agents patrolling the streets being like, "Hey, are you a citizen? Are you a citizen? Are you a citizen?" That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. "Are you a citizen? Do you have your ID on you?" It's like, dude, what? You don't know? You don't know if I'm a citizen? You should know this information. Aren't you targeting people that aren't citizens? So this solution of the AI facial recognition drones could be ushered in under the guise of safety. And imagine if you could convince Republicans to be excited about a police state, surveillance state, by claiming that it's going to be able to get rid of all the illegal aliens. The protesters go home. They're happy there's no more ICE. Republicans are happy because the illegals are being plucked out of our society by AI, drone technology. And the government does exactly what they wanted to do the entire time, which was have a surveillance state. They usher in this quote-unquote security is the guise that it would go under. It would be, oh, this is for everybody's security, when at the end of the day, it's removal of privacy. This is the cheeseburger here. Mackenzie's very excited about the cheeseburger, and she's been for a while. This has a little bit of onion on there, a little bit of pickle, couple square burgers, a little bun action. So yeah, that's my whole, because listen, you could sit here back and forth and argue all day. Oh, I'm team ICE. Oh, I'm team protester. It's just not interesting to me, because it's these people, these protesters are being used as pawns, and then the same with the other side. There's ICE people who are being used as pawns. It's sad to see, but if you can see it, you want a piece of burger? There you go. That's my girl. Again, I don't know what their end goal is, but obviously one of the government's end goals is to have a surveillance state. Like, the government wants drones with facial recognition technology in every city. Period. That's not like an opinion. It's not. So from there, you have to work out, how are we going to make this happen? How are we going to usher this in? And that'd be a great way to do it. You just create this division. Who's an illegal alien? I don't know. Facial recognition knows. Burger's a little dry. Let's get Mackenzie a French fry here. Mackenzie, you gotta go sit down. Boxing CMC boy said that's a legit theory. Thank you. Thank you. That's, you know, like I said, I could sit here and show you guys the videos of the shooting, and that's what everybody else does. So I figured I would just kind of articulate a thought that I had. I figured that that would be better. And then, you know, if they do end up coming out with the facial recognition drones, then I could just pull the clip, you know? But Christy said it should have always been ICE proving someone isn't a citizen, not citizens having to prove they're not illegal. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Again, this is something where it's not like they don't have the budget. It's the same with the uniforms. If they wanted people less confused, they would just all be wearing the same uniform. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dude. And listen, I'm on the I'm like most people, dude. Most people think that everyone in our country should have some sort of documentation that they are here. That's where the majority of people lie. And it seems like the majority of people also are like, hey, these some of these ICE agents. I mean, that video of the most recent shooting. How many people did it take to take down a nurse? It was what, 6? What was there, 6 ICE agents that it took to take down and subdue this guy who they just shot, you know, 3 times, 4 times. How many ICE agents does it take to screw in a light bulb, dude? I'm assuming it's probably 10, at least. At least. You know, so. Don't know if that's Coke Zero. That's a shame. It's almost like artificially sweet, you know? Let's get another bite here. I like that hot sauce. I like this little buffalo hot sauce we got going here. Oh, this is a thick little guy. This one's a little bit girthier than the last one. The last one was flat, but it did have length. Oh, and then we got a small little guy in here too. Look at this. That's interesting. I wonder if these are done by weight. Imagine if you only got 4 of these. Four of the small ones. That would piss me off. But yeah, I mean, the whole ICE thing at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's all fake because it's all very real. But there's bigger things at play than just what we're shown. That's a quality tender. Undeniably, quality chicken tender. I'm happy with that. Boxing CMC boy says, where does Wendy's rank on your fast food scale? Wendy's pretty solid. I prefer Wendy's over McDonald's, I would say. Yeah, Wendy's over McDonald's for me. I would put Wendy's over BK too. Man, they got these new chicken tenders now. Pretty interesting. You know, for me, I don't know why, but whenever I get McDonald's, it's like I want it to be good. I want it to bring back the good memories of what a Big Mac used to be. I used to have like 2 hands to eat a Big Mac. Now a Big Mac is literally like the size of this. This is just a double cheeseburger. But it's the same circumference. I bet you if you were to measure the circumference of this double stack, maybe the Big Mac might be a little bit taller because it has the extra bun in there. But those are the same patties that you get in a Big Mac. Same girthiness. Oh, thanks for the clip there, Christy. Oh man. But yeah, if I have to eat like a fast food type of spot, and then not like Five Guys. Five Guys in a different category for me. Same with like Shake Shack. If it's like Wendy's, McDonald's, or Burger King, I'd probably go Wendy's. All right, I'm going to tell you guys what happened to my thumb here. I haven't showed y'all. Let me show y'all. Oh. It's tough to really tell. Did the birthday boy find me? um, no, this is what happened, dude. It was Saturday, and I was trying frantically to. You can even see it on camera there. This was a deep mother trucker, dude. I was really trying to frantically get the dishes done before our power went out because I thought our power was going to go out. And I was trying to clean a blender. And I take the thing out of the blender, and it turns out if you hold the piece that the sharp with all the knives in it, if you hold that up, it's like bottom heavy. So all I did was I pull the thing out of the blender like this, and I hold it like this, and because it's bottom heavy, whoom, just flopped backwards onto my thumb. And it just doinked. It just doinked off my thumb. And I was like, oh, that didn't hurt. And then I looked down and I can see like, a quarter inch of my skin. And when I flexed my thumb down like that, that's when I knew. Because it was, like I said, I could see the separation of this actual skin. Yeah, it was pretty close to hitting. There's like some nerves or tendons in here. Luckily, I was okay, and I kept wrapping it with paper towels, and then they would be just red after a minute. I was like, dude, this is. And then I was like just walking around like this, just like trying to like let all the blood drain not through my thumb. You gotta go sit down, girlfriend. You gotta go sit down. Can you go sit down? You go over there. You go in Mackenzie's blanket. Oh, okay. That works. Christy said one time I was frantically cleaning my chef's knives, while late for culinary class and absolutely filleted my finger. Oh, I'm sorry. That feeling is, it's weird. It's weird how our brains work, because when something like that happens, it's like, something just happened there. And then you start to see the blood and you're like, yep, I did it. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, man, that was pretty bad. And I'm trying to let it air out right now because I recently just took a shower. It seems like the skin's starting to grow back a little bit. Megan, my fiance, she's a physician assistant. She looked at it. She was like, yeah, that could use stitches. And I was like, yeah, but I'm a guy, dude. I'm a guy. I just put tape on it. A little bit of Scotch tape. Christy said you just stop and stare at it for a few minutes. Yeah. I'll look at it like, am I going to bleed out here? Like, what is going on? But yeah, I just taped it up. A little bit of Scotch tape and get back to work. Stitches. What? I'm going to go sit in a lobby somewhere? No, dude. I'm going to throw some tape on it and I'm going to fold the laundry because there's a winter storm coming. That's what I'm going to do. That's what a man does, dude. That's what a guy does. Throw some tape on it. You'll be A-okay. Obviously, there's times when stitches are very much needed. Like if you can't stop the bleeding, dude, you're going to have to get that looked at ASAP. That was my biggest concern. Was like, all right, let me make sure the bleeding is stopped. If the bleeding stops, then I could just put some Scotch tape on there. Christy said, that's what super glue is for. Yep, exactly. They even use super glue sometimes. Like when you go to get stitches, if it's not something that requires stitches, they just put glue on there. I'm like, dude, I had that at home. I got some Elmer's at home, man. I could have just... I got a hot glue gun at home. I could have just... Zoop. Worst case scenario, if I couldn't get the bleeding to stop. A little bit of hot glue gun. That'll get the bleeding to stop. Might be a little painful, but it's just temporary, you know? Christy said, did y'all get any actual winter storm? We got about 1 foot of snow. Yeah, so we got about an inch. Nothing crazy. It was mainly just some ice, like freezing rain. They're saying it's supposed to like refreeze tonight or something. It's really not bad here at all. Our electrical lines are buried. They're not like, you know, strung up in the neighborhood. So yeah, I think we should be okay. That's one of the reasons why I went live today. I was like, oh, I don't think we're going to lose power. I think we're going to be A-okay with this. So, do you guys watch football this weekend? Any football or UFC? UFC, man, I put a bet in. I put a bet in for a 3-leg parlay. I had Silva, I had Sean O'Malley, and then I had Patty the Batty. And Patty the Batty just got outworked. You know, got outworked a little bit, it seemed. Patty's very tough, but when you're fighting Justin Gaethje he's like he's like a pit bull on beaver tranquilizer. He's just gonna keep coming towards you and just smash. Ow, that was dumb, dude. Got caught up in the heat of the moment there. Do these orange lights go off in the background, or is that just like might be an optimal collusion? Something Candace Owens would say. An optical illusion. An optimal collusion. Man, I don't know. I think it's Coke Zero. Okay, I think it's Coke Zero. Oh, today is Monday. Like I said, there was a little bit of news over the weekend, but I'm not going to play the video of the shooting. I'm all set on that. What do we have here? We have Tim Walz standing behind his large gated yeah, we have this guy. What do we got here? And he's telling people basically that we need to fight while standing behind his gate.
You are doing everything, and our neighbors are doing everything. And I can't stress enough on this. We're winning it because we're doing it with Minnesota grit, Minnesota humor, Minnesota decency. We oftentimes talk about this, and I know people are discussing this a lot. I spent a lot of time with John Lewis on nonviolent resistance. The resistance matters. We're not telling people to be silent, but we're not telling people to go out and cause problems. We're going to cause good trouble.
So there was the governor of Minnesota telling people that we're going to go cause some good trouble. Again, this is one of the reasons why I look at all this and I go, why would the governor tell people to go cause good trouble? It's just a very very sad situation, and a lot of people are being used on both sides. Tim Walz, dude, the guy has committed so much fraud in his state that he had to drop out of the governor race. And now he's telling people that we need to go cause some good trouble. It's very sad. A lot of division on both sides. You know, I think the U.S. government has posted multiple like AI videos and all the hype videos of the ICE shit. The main goal is division. The main goal is not to get illegals out. It's not to get ICE out. Lost Key said Seattle or New England Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, that's not even close. It's not even close. The fact that New England made it to the Super Bowl is hilarious, I think. They barely snuck by a backup quarterback. They could barely beat a backup quarterback, dude. Came down to like the last play. Drake May in a Super Bowl. I don't see that ending well. I could see a legitimate like 48 to 14 type of game. Seattle's going to roll over them, dude. Sam Darnold. I mean, Seattle hasn't beat on offense. Seattle hasn't beat on defense. I can't see any matchups for New England that is going to be in their favor. I genuinely can't. She just did like a circle, a little circle 360. There's screaming kids out there. Some hooligans, Mackenzie. Let's get another bite of this burger here. I have a sweet chili sauce too. Let me open that up. Let me try the burger in this sauce real quick. Yo, first time chatter. What's up? Oga Ronix. What's going on today? French fry for Mackenzie. You got to go sit in your blanket. You got to go sit in your Mackenzie's blanket. There you go. Okay. Let's get you a French fry. You can catch it? Good catch. Been a fan for years. Hey, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate all the support. Christy, I like the little bit emote. Is that what it's called? Bitmoji. All these weird weird terms for Twitch. What else is new? What has been going on? Today's Monday. What's coming up this week? What's going on this week? Anything crazy? I think I'm going to Charleston. On what day? Friday, maybe? Let's open up this sweet chili. Just for shits. Had a hole in the top of it. If I get cyanide poisoning. Like I said, the Uber driver was suspect. Sweet chili. That's a good one. It's sweet. It's called sweet chili. It's sweet and it has chili flavor. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat. Christy said, I need you to find things to do with channel points. LOL, I have 13,000. What does that even mean, channel points? Hey, can you go sit down? Buddy? Thank you, good girl. I don't know, what can I do with those? What can I set up? For people to... Christy said you get channel points just for watching and interacting. That's cool. Do people know what other... Like, what are some things I can set up for channel points? Maybe I can look on the back end here. Viewer rewards. Power-ups and channel points. Here we go. Okay. It's not loading right now. Not loading. So, I don't think I can do it well. Doesn't seem like I can do it well streaming, but I'll definitely figure something out for that. Channel points. Huh. That's something. But yeah, it's like 40 something degrees here right now, and it's sunny. So all the sun is melting the ice. Apparently it's supposed to like refreeze tonight or something, but what is supposed to refreeze if there's nothing on the roads? Dude, these nuggets are miserable after eating the chicken tender. It's literally like, it tastes like I'm just straight up eating the cardboard. That's wild. That's wild, dude. Ogoronics said people can bet them on predictions and someone can claim things. Like if I save up like 10,000 channel points, I could buy something like Nick has to do this or that. Just an example. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'll have to look into that. Thank you for letting me know. Because like I said, I know nothing about this Twitch thing. This is all very extremely new to me. I didn't even know what like the Bitmoji things were until you guys told me about it. So I'll definitely take a look into that. Like I said, I think Friday this week we're going to Charleston, South Carolina. So I'm going to be doing some reviews there. Definitely. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. I will not be streaming on Friday. I'll be driving. And then I should be streaming Monday. I think we're coming back Sunday. So I think Friday is the only thing that we do. Christy said some people do little noise alerts. They can play little songs, put a pop-up on the screen, all kinds of stuff. That sounds really cool. I wish I could look at it right now. Power-ups and channel points. Oh, I can look at it now. Here we go. Manage power-up and channel points. So it looks like there's like default rewards set up, and then custom rewards. Channels with custom rewards have to double the point redemption rate compared to channels without them. Create a custom reward. Oh, this is okay. This is a whole thing I got to look at here. Looks like a lot to look at right now. I'm definitely going to do this today though. So, like I said, thank you for that. We are over 200 followers on Twitch, guys. Thank you so much. Ogoronic said also, what made you want to move away from reviewing fast food releases and focus more on reviewing more local spots? I wanted to be different. That's really the main catalyst, I would say, was number one, to be different. And then also, like, I have a little bit of a following on social media. So I figured if I could do local spots over the course of long term, that would bring me more purpose than doing, BlackRock, Vanguard backed major corporations. That's probably the biggest reasons is because, dude, I would cringe. I would go on social media and it's like you see every single food reviewer doing the same exact thing. And it's like, now I gotta, upload my video of me doing the same exact thing? And then you get trapped in this, like, paradox of, like, oh, I gotta make sure that I'm there at 11 a.m. or at 10 a.m. when they open so that I can get my video out first. Because if I get my video out first, then hopefully I can get some more traction over every other food reviewer that does the same exact thing for views. You get more views doing that. Like that, if you want more views, more money, you review fast food. If you care less about the money and views, that was another thing. When I was first starting out, I needed money and I needed views. So doing the fast food, I was like, oh, I could get that. Boom, easy, done, bippity boppity boop. And then, you start to think about it a little bit more and you're like, hey, I'm now at a point where I don't need 100,000 views on every TikTok video because I have Facebook, I have YouTube. So if I only get 20,000 views on a TikTok video, but it gets 40,000 on Facebook, and then a few thousand on YouTube, like it's cool. It's good. Christy said, we need this week's Crumble review, LOL. Yes. So that was another big one, was the Crumble thing. Every Monday, I'd be at Crumble at like 9 a.m., dude. Like first customer in there. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Do I like cookies? Yeah. But like, I felt like I was, it felt like a job. It felt like a job, dude. Like I had to be at Crumble at 9 a.m. so that I had to, and then and then you knock this domino down, you knock that domino, and it's like, dude, enough of this. I just want to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. That's it. Takes the enjoyment out of it, said boxing CMC boy. Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't even really enjoying Crumble. That was one of those things where it was brutal. Like after a while, a lot of the cookies are the same. They just re-roll the same cookies. A month will pass and then you'll see the same exact cookies again. You might get like one weird cookie here or there. Chrissy said, I'm not sure how it is on the creator end, but since Oracle has taken over TikTok, the algorithm is absolutely horrific. Yeah, it's done. It's over. It's been over for the past day or so. And if they don't fix it, it will remain over and done. I've posted on TikTok and it doesn't post. All other creators I've talked to are experiencing the same thing. Nobody is allowed to post videos. There's no more creator fund as well. Agaronics said, yeah, the TikTok studio is bugged. My earnings aren't showing up or updating. Exactly. You also said, and my For You page is weird and not normal. Yep, exactly. I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but it seems like you can't even go on the app. Like it's not even useful to go on the app because, like I said, I've been posting and it doesn't post. So, but that's exactly why I tell people, I'm like, dude, don't be a TikToker, don't be a YouTuber, don't be a Snapchat or whatever it may be. Be you. Just be you. And then use the internet to push out your message. That's how you don't become beholden to a single algorithm or platform. TikTok goes down, I don't give a shit. I don't care if TikTok goes down. Some people really will care that TikTok goes down because they're reliant on it and they need it. They've built their whole thing on TikTok as being a TikToker. But you have to be able to foresee things like this coming. I have I'm about to hit 150,000 followers on Facebook. So if TikTok goes away, if YouTube gets shut down, if Instagram disappears overnight, I'm going to be A-okay. I'm going to be solid. I'm going to be great. And that is the importance of being multi-platform. As I'm here on Twitch, dude. I'm on Twitch. I have huge platforms on the other platforms. I'm not live streaming on those platforms. I could, dude. Think about this. I could stream on TikTok. I could stream on Facebook. I could have thousands of people watching right now. But it's not about the views. It's not about the views. It's not about the money. I'm here streaming on Twitch because I like it, because I want to do it. Straight up, dude. And if we can build this Twitch platform, we have 205 followers here today. That's amazing. That's incredible. I love that. We're building the YouTube. We're streaming on Twitch, and we have the American Power Hour YouTube. We have the American Power Hour Facebook. We have the American Power Hour TikTok. We have the American Power Hour, I think that might be it. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And I have a Twitter too. And a Rumble. And a Rumble, bro. So it's no coincidence when you see longevity in social media creators. It's no coincidence. The people who have longevity as a social media creator, they more likely than not had thought things through to a point. Because I'm not a big creator, dude. On TikTok, I have like 500,000 followers, which is amazing. But as far as being like a real big influence, there's way bigger food creators out there. I'm a mid-tier creator. And if you're reliant on a single platform as a mid-tier creator, that's how you get screwed. That's how you get screwed. A lot of people just say, I'm not a mid-tier creator. I'm the GOAT. I'm the best creator on TikTok. I'm going to be the biggest creator on TikTok. And it's like, well, good luck, because even if you do become the biggest creator on TikTok, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Christy said, I liked one video of someone making rice. Literally the next 10 videos were people making rice. That's crazy. Christy said the other night they kept showing me the same 20 videos I liked over and over. It's ridiculous. Then there's absolutely brain dead people flooding comments saying, everyone block Oracle's TikTok page. It'll fix your algorithm. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's funny. Agaronix said, I hope you get partnered soon on here. On Twitch, I am partnered. Excuse me. It was one of the main reasons why I came to Twitch. They offered partnership, but without even me being on the platform. They were like, hey, do you want it to live stream? We can offer you partnership. And I said, yeah, let's run it. Let's do it. Yeah, so it's a nice platform to be on. I get to speak my mind about different things than food. Like I could have done this on my food platforms and had thousands of people watching me eat this food, but same with the multi-platform thing, right? I'm on my food reviews, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And then you think about what this is here. I'm able to just speak my mind about completely random things. We could talk UFC, we could talk football, we could talk fast food, we could talk federal ICE agents, federal law enforcement, we could talk celebrity shit. But I didn't do that on my food review shit. Because if you think of yourself as this overarching, I'll use myself as an example here. You have Nick Metcalf at the top. It's so cringy that I'm saying that, but you have yourself at the top, and then you have all these branches that come off of it. And if you're able to hone in on those branches and really put effort and work into those branches, that's how you have multiple streams of income. Like we talked about before, there's the TikToker who's just a TikToker who only has one stream of income, and they might be huge on TikTok and they might make a lot of money on TikTok, but for all you know, the U.S. government says that TikTok is stealing our data, and then they have to buy it, and then they have to shut it down, and you never know what's going to happen, dude. So Agaronix said, how about that Patty Gaethje fight? Yeah, it was amazing, man. That could go down as like fight of the year, I think. I had bet on Patty the Batty winning, but I don't think he's ever seen an animal like Justin Gaethje before. I think what I called him before earlier in the stream. I was like, Justin Gaethje's like a pit bull on horse tranquilizer. He just keeps coming towards you, and yeah, I would like to see a rematch of that fight. It was an incredible fight. And so was the Sean O'Malley fight. I thought that was a good one too. It was Song Yadong. But yeah, definitely. I definitely have a lot of passion for this social media thing because it's something anyone can do. Anyone can literally just sign up, and a lot of people ask, I go, how did you become a food reviewer? And it's like no, you are it, and then you share it with people. You are it first, right? Like before I started doing Trying Shit Across America, and I was only doing fast food reviews, I was like, I need to change this. And I'm like, what am I? And in my head, I go, okay, I am a food reviewer who travels the United States reviewing local mom and pop shops from an unbiased, completely fair angle where I pay for my own food. Nobody supports me. Nobody pays for my gas. Nobody pays for my food. I'm that guy. And then my videos, over the course of time, in people's heads, they think Nick Metcalf, they think, oh, he's the guy that travels the US and reviews food. And so it's like you have to be the guy, or lady, you have to be the person, and then it goes from there. Argonex said, that's me. I only get paid from TikTok, sadly. I haven't gotten the same traction on the other platforms. Just keep plugging away. And if you haven't gotten traction, like a prime example is American Power Hour right here. So if you go look at the American Power Hour YouTube, I would look at that and I would say, because I used to do social media marketing for a long time. It's been about 15 years now, 16 maybe. I would look at my own page and I'd say, okay, this American Power Hour YouTube is not picking up much traction. What can we do to change this? And the first thing I would look at is shorts. How many shorts am I posting per day? Because you really don't gain traction on social media without posting shorts. I'm not posting any number of shorts per day on YouTube. That needs to change if I want to see growth. Same with Facebook. The more shorts that we make from this, thank you to Christy for making that clip before. I think it was how many ICE agents does it take to change a light bulb? So it is a little bit difficult for me because I have to rewatch these lives. Like I'll have it playing, like I'll be doing like my workout back there, a little bench action. I'll be doing my workout and I'll have my live from the previous day playing. And then I go, oh, that's a moment that could be a clip there. And I'll pause it and I'll try to like make the cuts and the edits. And it's filmed horizontally, right? We're filmed horizontally right now. So I have to crop it to make it vertical. And it's really not the greatest quality, but it's the best I could do for now. So all you could do is the best you could do and go as hard as you possibly can with it. I really need to lock in myself, making these shorts. It's very easy to distract myself with this. Like this is the easy part. This live stream that I'm doing right now with the OBS and the multiple camera angles and talking about certain topics that I think about and then have to like extrapolate different ideas, like the whole drone thing I talked about earlier. Those are like original thoughts and original ideas, and that takes time off camera. And then we get on camera, and then we do the show for about an hour or so. But then the work starts. So that like I said, I've kind of been. I need to hold myself accountable a little bit more. I post almost every day a food review from a local spot somewhere in America. I also post a photo. So like I said, I can kind of like distract myself by saying, oh, I got to do this thing and then that thing. But I just got to stop being a lazy mother trucker, at the end of the day. It falls on on our shoulders. That's the best thing about the social media game is a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people think, oh, if TikTok goes down, then it's screw TikTok and they screwed me. But at the end of the day, man, all the other platforms out there that pay. I'm on Twitter, dude. I have a Twitter account. I haven't started building it yet, but Twitter pays. Snapchat pays. I've got like no traction on Snapchat. And I posted like almost every day there for almost a year. Virtually no traction. But Snapchat pays, right? So there are ways to look at it like this is all on me. And I love those situations where you can just look in the mirror and be like, how do I level up? And you look in the mirror and you're like, today's the day. Today's the day I start the TikTok. Today's the day I start my YouTube for the TikTok and the Facebook and the Instagram. Instagram doesn't pay. Instagram's stupid, dude. Ogoronics said, yeah, you made me want to start posting on Facebook too. Facebook's amazing. Facebook is light years ahead of TikTok. Light years, dude. It goes YouTube, Facebook, and then probably TikTok. But who knows now? TikTok might not even exist anymore. I can't post on TikTok. I've posted. I was looking for my phone to be like, yeah, I posted a video yesterday on my backup TikTok. 0 views. Nothing doing. But that's when you go, okay, how's the Facebook? How's the YouTube? How's the Instagram? How's the Twitter? How's the Snapchat? Our options are endless, truly. Ogoronic said, if you're at all interested, I'm a UFC edit page. LOL, that's why I was kind of surprised when you mentioned the UFC. Nice. I love those. Those will always pop up on like my Instagram and stuff. Love watching the little highlights and whatnot. Yeah, those are cool pages. It must be a little bit more difficult to be monetized, I would think. That burger was pretty good, man. It was a double stack stack cheeseburger from Wendy's. Overall score on that, we'll go 7.8. That was pretty good. Mackenzie rated the fries, what, 7.8, 7.9, something like that. Ogoronic said it is for sure. It's niche. Oh, yeah. But there's a big market for it. The bacon double stack is really good from there. It's funny. It was buy one, get one free biggie bag. And I almost added bacon to my double stack. But it was like $1.50. And like I said, it was buy one, get one free. So it would have added the $1.50 to the one I was buying and the free one. It would have added $3. My fiance doesn't like bacon on her cheeseburgers, so she's got the other half of the free biggie bag here. All right, guys. I think 7.8. What's up, Grim Jong Un in the chat today? Does it get a certified? I don't think so. Maybe the chicken tenders, I'd probably go like 8, 8.1, 8.1, maybe 8.2. I'm pretty happy with those. Pretty happy. It's not like a Dave's Hot Chicken or something like that, but pretty solid. I think we're going to wrap it up here. It's officially been, that's crazy, dude. An hour and 9 minutes. So it's a coin flip, you would say. Yep. Also, the motor sounds got quieter, I've noticed in videos. Yeah, I mean, I don't control it. It's just like a reaction thing. Casual custom coin reference. Oh, yes. Yes, the coin. I have it right in there. What does it say on it again? Oh my gosh. It says one of the lines. I could think of it. This tastes like ass, dude. Smackalackin' or that's ass, dude. Yes, exactly. That's hilarious. That was so funny. We got to find somewhere to hang the thing. We got to find a good window. Maybe I can hang it on this window. That's probably what I'll do. I think that for Wednesday's show, I'll hang up the, what do you even call that? It's like a watercolor. Christy got this awesome, like, made this thing. It's like Mackenzie, and you hang it on the window, and then when the light comes through, it shines on it. What are those things called? Some sort of, not a tapestry, but a sun catcher. Thank you, Christy. Yes, sun catcher. So I'll have to, perfect for her little corner. It is perfect for her little corner. I think, yeah, you guys can. So yeah, I'll hang it up right there. Mackenzie can hang in her corner, get her French fries, and then we'll have the smackin' or that's ass dude, smackalackin' or that's ass dude coin. That's classic. All right, guys. So yeah, it's been an hour and 9 minutes, which has been like basically the past like 3, 4 lives has been an hour and 9 minutes. So I think we're gonna call it here. And yeah, if you ever miss any parts of the live, you can go to the American Power Hour YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble. And the entire lives are uploaded as videos on those platforms. And I'm gonna be better about making shorts out of that shit because we're gonna get this growing. Ogaronix, you've motivated me. You've inspired me to make some shorts today. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Happy Monday, and I'll be back here Wednesday. So we'll see you on Wednesday. You want to say goodbye, Mackenzie? She's waiting for her French fry. All right, everybody. Have a great Monday. Thank you. Boxing CMC Boy, Christy, Ogaronix, Grim Jong-un, Lost Key, Zeke Weave, Streaky Bay. Wow, a lot of people here today. Raviolis. Man, a lot of people. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day.